Okay, I'm Ryan. I'm going to show you around our 2006 Jayco expander we're selling. Okay, it's in pretty good nick. We always garage it over here. It's got a big $1,000 cover that comes with us. It's always covered up. It's got custom fabricated bed ends on both ends. It's also got the standard Jayco bed ends that can stay attached while traveling. These ones here are awesome because if I unzip it, when I unzip it, you'll notice how much of a gap there is all the way around the bed ends. So that lets in heaps of air. So these bed ends are awesome when it's really hot. Heaps of airflow up in here. You can also unzip these guys. You've got these big sturdy metal latches and you can actually peg them out. Keeps all the sun off these ends, and that's what stops these things getting hot. This is proper 80% fabricated shade cloth. You'll also notice that they're mounted a little bit higher than the standard Jayco ones. The standard Jayco ones mount up in here, in this little strip right here. So there's actually no distance between the canvas and the bed ends. So if it rains, you have no water runoff. These guys, because they're mounted up a lot higher, the canvas has an angle on it, so the water runs off, so you don't get any water on your bed ends. Yay! Now here are two more custom pieces of shade cloth that match those custom bed ends, and that runs in this sail track along here. Okay, so you can have your shade cloth coming all the way out here for privacy. You can also run one off this bar up here, and I'll put a photo in to show you what it looks like when it's all set up, and that'll come off the other end for a bit of a privacy or for just shade. They're really quick, they just slide in, so they just have a bit of sail track in there, and that slides straight into this little slot up here. Slides straight in. So in about 30 seconds that's up. Now you'll notice these holes up here, there, and the black plastic mounts up there. That's actually for the full awning and posts that we've got as well. I've never used that, but there is another full awning that will come out off that side to enclose a whole room in on this side. And there you go. So if you've got family, you've got kids, you need extra room, you can have all that outside as well. Okay, so underneath we've got the standard supports for the back of the caravan, but we noticed that the caravan was a bit wobbly with those, so we actually have these robust Jayco heavy duty wheels at the back. And that way, if you go to a site and it's slightly uneven, you can put those guys down, and they're actually meant for large trailers that would carry excavators or bobcats and things like that. So you can actually jack up either side of the caravan and level it out without having to use chocks or anything like that. You also have another water tap up on the back up here, in case you want to have a kitchenette outside. You've got power point up here in case you want to run a television outside. You also have in here is the heating and cooling unit for the fridge, and that has got a Carl's Caravan cooling system in there, which is an automated 12 12-volt set of fans that will help the heat transfer in the fridge. Makes it highly efficient compared to most three-way fridges. Okay, so here's one of the bed ends. You've got an Arc X Series jockey wheel. These guys have the full removable handles. Okay, so that when you're traveling, your handle doesn't get trashed. So you can pull this pin out. This whole jockey wheel will go up and down, as well as winding out the jockey wheel like normal. So you can have up to probably 700-800 mil of movement, as well as lowering it right down and having maybe 10-15 centimeters. Really good if you need to go somewhere where it's not very even. Again, you got more water out front, dual gas bottles. We're going to include the Heyman Reese sway bars and the tow hitch, so that you can just hook up and drive away. You got your pole carrier out the front out here. It's all pretty cool. Notice there's a big FM aerial on the side here.
Just go straight up.
And that aerial up there, that's for your radio inside.
You can get reception wherever you are, and that just locks in back down there.
Okay, not sure if we'll be able to see, but up on top there's 3 120 watt solar panels, and you can just see there and there are the brackets that hold the 3 panels that run all the way across the top of the roof. I'll jump up on a ladder and take a photo of them for you later. Okay, there's a TV antenna which will be included, so that you can just plug the TV inside. Again, you can see that the solar panels up there. Okay, we're going to switch to the GoPro now, just to make it a little bit easier to see what's going on inside. Okay, so sleeping, we've got a bed end down here. Okay, we have another bed end down this end. Okay, we have a lounge through here. We have 2 more lounges in here. Okay, so we have a special table. We fold the table away like this. Just gives you a nice big area in here to put canvas on or linen on or anything like that. But when you want to use it, there's a little button just underneath there. And you just push that and it pops up. Okay, so then got a nice spot to sit. It has this, just push this out a little bit for you. Okay, it's got this little handle here, so if you grab a hold of this, you can move it around. So if you need to, kids want to get into bed or something like that, you just move it to the side and they can get up. Or you can twist it all the way around. You can move it closer, you can move it further away. It's just got full mobility, so you can do whatever you need to do. Okay, so that's the table. That's pretty cool. Right, you've got a high def 1080 12 volt TV, okay, and it's on a swivel bracket. It sits up here so that you can actually lie in your bed, or you can have kids lying on the lounge here and everyone can watch some telly. Okay, you've also got a JVC DVD stereo up in here, which is connected to the aerial I showed you guys outside. So you can watch DVDs or anything like that. Just turn the stereo on. You've got your speakers up in here. Okay. So, plenty of storage. Got storage down there. Actually have storage underneath. You have storage underneath that one. Underneath there is accessed by the outside. You also have storage up here under the bed ends. Okay. This in here, that's where we would normally store all of our clothes. The reason we store all of our clothes is up in there because we can just fold the bed open, we just toss them in there, no one sees it, it's all neat and tidy, close it back up, pull your bed back over, don't even notice that there's clothes scattered everywhere. Okay. Okay, so another one down this end. Okay. You can see we've got all of the sleeping bags just packed in there at the moment. Okay. The boys would normally throw their stuff down that end. Okay, while I'm down here. Oh, I don't think you can see it. That there, that's the mount for your Dyson vacuum cleaner. We're going to leave that in the unit because it's all fixed to the wall. I'm stuck to pull it out and rip holes everywhere. You've got 12 volt and TV antennas up in here. You've got 12 volt there. You've got 12 volt there. Here's your Dyson. Okay, that comes with the sale. Now, this here actually turns into a bed as well. So what we can do is pull this out. So this whole unit comes over. Okay. And then that cushion comes out and that goes up the top. I'm going to show you that now, 1 second. Okay, so cushion comes up. Bang bang. Okay. Part goes in there. So all of a sudden you're sleeping one kid, you're sleeping two kids, you're sleeping one or two kids down there. Adults can go up the other end. My boys were teenagers, so I put that up there just for a bit of privacy so he could sit there and play his game or read a book or whatever. So he didn't have to be bothered by anyone. And that worked really well for us. Underneath here is the batteries. Okay. You've got twin deep cycle batteries in here. You got a standard charger and you got a projector, 25 watt or 25 amp, I can't remember, but you've got a 25 watt projector charger in here, and you've got a projector DC charger to charge take the solar panels, power from the solar panels, and charge these batteries properly. If you have a look down here, you have a monitor, and you can see that the power is at 13.7 at the moment. I personally think the batteries are on the way out, so I'm going to buy a couple of new batteries for it before the sale is finalised, just so whoever's got it is comfortable that they've got a good rig, a good setup. Okay, so we'll put all of our clothes down in there, because that means you can use this as a pantry. And that's really handy as a pantry. We've installed these slide out shelves so that that stuff can slide in, slide out. Really handy for cooking. It's always hard to find room to put all your food. Okay, we would normally put all of our plates and bowls and stuff like that up in there. You've got a 2.2 watt Heron air conditioner. These things are a little bit noisy, but they are what they are. They keep the place cool, and I can tell you now, you'd rather have one of them and be cool than be sitting in a tent sweating like a pig. You've got a 3-way Dometic fridge. I use this on gas. Gas is awesome. I get a 9 kilo bottle. It does 2 full camping trips. Cools it down nice and cold. If you try and run it on 12 volt, these things are really inefficient on 12 volt. It works fine on AC, but most of the camping we do, we've got solar panels, so we just don't even bother plugging in. We turn the gas on, solar panels are running, and off it goes. Okay, down in here. Again, another little slide out just to make the most of the space. Okay, you've got a SMEV cooker, which has got 3 gas, 1 240 volt element. Okay, got a range hood and your light. You've got your sink, which normally stays covered up like that. Okay, lift that up. There you go. You got water. You got a water pump. Water pump's not on. There's no water in the tank, so I can't turn it on. But you turn that, water comes out. No power, hand pump. Happy days. Obviously, cutlery drawers and knick-knack drawers and all that sort of stuff in here. Sink takes up a little bit of room, so does the wheel latch, but you've got 2 cupboards in there as well. Okay, you've got cupboards around the top, and everything's pretty cool.
Okay, back to the iPhone. So underneath, you've got you've got 2 water tanks. You've got a water tank, there's your axle, and then you've got another water tank. Okay, you've got oversprung axle so that it's a little bit higher, so it actually sits really level with 4-wheel drives and those types of things. Okay, it's all good and clean underneath there. Never had a problem with the rig. It's got electric brakes, all those types of things. So yeah, good unit. Good for a family. Our family's really enjoyed it. TV's included, Dyson's included. I'm going to change the batteries over for you. All those rolling shelves and everything are all included. Annex, custom sides, all the poles, all that sort of stuff's all included. The old factory Jayco bed ends are included, the custom bed ends are included. I hope your family enjoys its new holidays and its new camper. Give us a call if you're interested. Cheers.